Hey guys, how's it going? It is 8:40 p.m. Eastern, or give or take. Depending on whose clock you believe. I think my clock is the slow one. But we are here in the yard tower at Barstow. Okay, got more questions. Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Just be a moment here. I forgot he had questions for two things. Just fellow admin, he's taking care of Bakersfield. I'll be taking care of Barstow tonight. We're just making sure everybody's on the same page here. And it's something that it can be done through the chat. It can be done through email. Let's see here. UP North. Tags for stuff at UP North. Yeah. Yeah, that's a ratio. I know what he's talking about now. I know exactly what he's talking about. We have a ratio of 2 and 7, I think. I'm pretty sure it's a ratio, but if not, then that'll be my fault. I'm pretty sure. And I typed that's wrong, but I don't know how I did that. Ha ha ha. Okay. So we're about 20 minutes away from what we were expecting hump and trim operations. So, as I was just saying there, I'm up tagging Cadiz and getting Barstow ready. So, what we basically, I've done this before, but I'm not going to spend the whole time in the tower because I have to go out in the field and actually count cars and do all kinds of things. So, we'll have to deal with that first. Make sure all the sheets are up to date. All the fun stuff. So we'll start there because the guys basically, wow, we got a lot of guys on the sheets right now. Let's see what we got here. Barstow. I can't remember. I guess everything's up to date, or at least it looks that way. 180 minutes, probably don't need that much. Just want to make sure there's nothing. Okay. So what we're doing now is we're looking at basically where we're at. We're at August the 16th, and we're still in the midst of the 48-day cycle stuff. Now, as you can see, there's no cars here, and that was pointed out. What happens there, we will deal with in a moment. But for now, I'm going to highlight that one, that will be one of the trains tonight. San Bernardino, I think that was already arrived before, and I think it's already gone, even though it just says arrival yard. We never humped it. We actually physically moved it. So I'm just going to put in the comment, empty train has already left. And I'll leave that comment in there. So, the next one we got is the 12th from Modesto. We got 68 cars there. From Modesto, California. That's not till the 24th. 17th is getting there, but we don't have a count on it, and besides, we're not going to do any more than those tonight anyways, so that's going to be the gist of it. Now, to get a count, as you can see, one is in track 2 and one's in track 3 from our, let me just okay. Yeah, really at this point it's a matter of because basically, like, what he can help with, it's all admin functions at the moment. If he had Yardmaster access, which Tony does because he's an admin, then he can go in and he can actually edit sheets and tag and all the other stuff. But because and this is something that we're looking at getting more people on board with, is the Yardmaster side, because that's something you're going to need by the fall. Okay, so boron's in 3. So what we do there from a Yardmaster point, and this is something that we're going to put into some surveys. We've been talking about surveys lately and a few other things. That's going into play soon, hopefully as early as tomorrow night. Just check out the forums and you'll see something, some kind of news announcement or something. So when I go into Barstow local yard here, I have various tracks. Really, where they are, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I can replace any of these. Like, you use one, it really doesn't matter. But let's say we'll change that to receiving 3, and we'll delete all the stuff in here. I'm not too sure what the comments are. I have no idea. They're probably old and outdated, but it's really not that important. So in order to get a count, what happens, just I'll explain it real quick too while I'm in here. Shoot, probably not the best place. When you see these counts, and I've mentioned this before, what those counts are derived from are the actual waybill calls. The reason why they're empty is because the boron switches locally from cars. So we never really keep absolute track of what's being tagged at industries. So the tags aren't involved. So in this case, we have loads coming back and potentially empties, although boron is all loads coming back. There are no empties. Empties go out to it, loads come back. Others have empties coming back and loads. So that's why you see nothing there, because it's looking up that boron train and there's nothing, because there's never a waybill train. These are actually generated trains. So what we want to do for the boron local, and also too, we can end up having to clear these numbers before we let go the next batch. So what I'm doing now is I'm going into this little tab here, and like I said before, it really doesn't matter. So we got like 2 lub. This one's actually going to have a fair amount, but it's important to know what we have. And this is one of the Yardmaster functions. We don't have the sophisticated, I got to count here, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Los Angeles. We don't have the sophisticated computer systems that are the AEI readers and all that other stuff, or computerized yard systems, because we can't integrate with Run8. That'd be really cool if we could. Perhaps that's something coming down the road. I'm not too sure. 1 gal. Then it looks like a bunch of West Colton. Now they do say North Platte. That doesn't matter. All we need is the West Colton part. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 West Colton. Whoops. Alright. And a lot of this is mundane, but it is what it is. 2 Kansas Cities. And some people, they don't want to, you know, they work in an office. I actually work a bit in the office. I'm a shipper receiver, but I do a lot of this office stuff, so I don't necessarily want to do this every day either. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 watt. Wow, this train's going to be long. I think I said 10 watt. I hope I'm right. 1, 2, 3 lub. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Los Angeles. Los Angeles. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I had to check something there for a second. Something scared me. Just want to make sure that it is indeed the correct track, but sometimes, you know, errors can happen and they're entered wrong. It just didn't seem like the boron local for a minute, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Yeah, something seemed a little weird there. Let me just check in the Barstow again. Track 2, track 3 in arrival yard. One should be empty, which it is. 5. Yeah, one's already gone, so that's good. I guess that's it. Alright. So, what we do from there is we take a look at what the totals are saying. Now, saying 62 total. It's important to check that just to make sure it's nothing else. But it looks okay. So, yeah, that's definitely what we're dealing with. So now we just fill in the blanks for what it's specifying. 1 gal, 2 Kansas City. So now we're just typing them in. Normally you don't have to type these because these are all automatically generated, but for these trains you have to manually do it, and that's what that whole exercise is about. So these are totals now. 19 lac, 5 lub, 19 lac, 5 lub, 7 Mojave, 10 Rick. So 7 I put over here to the question mark. 10 Rick, or Richmond. Even though Mojave is going to be Bakersfield, that just keeps that one extra separate. 10 Watt, 8 West Colton. And that says 62. What we do now is we just double check to make sure that indeed there is 62. And indeed there is 62. And they're all loads, so that's a good sign too that it's definitely boron because they're all loads. So now that we have that, first of all, I'm just going to put, might be about 10 to 15 minutes before I'm ready. Alright, so I got that, just so that they know what's going on. So now that we have our arrival set, I guess everything else was okay. Receiving 7. So those, we can turn those lights off. Those are departure lights that we like to refer to. South 135, north 35. Okay, everything's looking good. I'm going to assume the bowl is right, 9th. Well, the blueness was taken off of them, so I'm hoping the bowl is updated. I'm just a little concerned that August 9th was the last update for that. That was a week ago from tonight. Or were we short on Barstow work last week? I can't remember. Well, I can do some quick samples anyways. So, I'm going to do some sampling just to see what kind of numbers we're getting in the bowl here. One, 2, 5, and 14 are empty. Nah, something's not right. Dang it. See, they're supposed to be transferred. I don't know. It says August 11th is standby. I'm just trying to figure out if Barstow was actually somehow trimmed or something in between. I think 105 is supposed to be empty, which really means that it's in worse shape than I thought it was. No, 5 has cars. Why did I say 5? Okay, let me do that again. 1, 2, 6. Alright, that makes more sense. The only one was 114, and that's okay. So 126. .111's got supposedly has 38, so I'll check that one. Yeah, okay, I guess we're okay then for those counts. So the only one that wasn't showing was 114, and that's not necessarily the end of the world, because that may have been moved and not transferred over. So I'll take out that one. Yeah, it looks like the 114s weren't moved over, but that could have been, like I said, on purpose. 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so I'm going to do some quick numbers here just to make sure I know what I'm dealing with, and then from there we'll be able to ascertain what's going on. So we got 24, 2, 24, 2, and 16. I don't know what 2 that is. That's got to be 102, 16. Where is 102? There it is. No, that's 104. Something ain't right. 24. Or did I go that far? I don't know. I'm looking at the wrong area here. Should be on 5, 4, track 4 should be the 2. Okay. See the 1, 1, 2. So we got 10, 22. Yeah, I think we're okay. .38, 26, 37, 38, 26, 37. I think we're fine. 26. Yeah, everything's fine for the counts then. Alright. Oh, didn't get to say bye. Okay, I'm not going to change the date, it's fine. So, now that we got that, I haven't put any instructions. I got on standby for now. So we know 2 humps are available. Now we gotta see what looks good. So I go track by track basis. That's fine. That's fine. 30 and that should be okay. I'll double check that in a second. Just take a look down at the other end here. Yeah, we should be fine there. What you're looking basically is overfill from a yardmaster point of view. 104, 104 we don't have to even worry about, nothing's going in it. 101 is clear to go. Ditto with 106, I believe, although 40 is a lot. I'm gonna mark it red just in case. I think it'll be fine, but I'll just go. Oh, geez, that yellow's too bright. Oh man. Let me go with a grayish for like a special instruction type thing. I don't even know if that's the same color. Ah, jeez. Helps if I get onto the right one. Yeah, until I know what's going on for sure. Usually that'll fit fine. But we'll do it at the end. Wow, this is actually looking pretty easy. At the moment, everything is going to fit. Alright, there's your one right there. So we'll go with that blue in South 3. That one's good to go. Bell, I gotta change over to the other side because there's a duplicate for Stowe and Bell. That bell is actually over here because there's two bells, two bells, two Stowes. That goes over that way. We're in really good shape by the looks of things. So today's August 16th. Want to take a look one last time at track 2 for a minute and find out where the bells are. I see them at the front. I'm hoping there's some at the end. Oh, good. That determines it right there. Reason why I wanted to see it, that it was at the end, is because now I know the order that I have to go. Because they are the bigger amount. If anything's going to overflow the hump, it's going to be that one. So that is going to be the first hump. Whoops. So on the hump it will be R3, then R2, and on the trim, now we're gonna look at, I gotta take a look at the cycle time, see where we're at. Actually, let me just go Barstow, Maine. Welcome here first. 326. Yikes! We're way behind for main lines, that is. Barstow's okay other than Cadiz, but I'll deal with that tonight. The trim, I might have to change the duties later on anyways because we got stuff coming up. I should have posted that. I meant to post that because we do have a boron crew. I totally forgot about that, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. I could potentially do it. But it won't be for later anyways. So we got 3 on standby. US borax. That's another one I got to deal with. So it's all part of the Barstow switching district, but it has nothing to do with Barstow Yard right now, so that's the main priority. So we got Lub Watt, Bakersfield and pass. One second, Bakersfield. I gotta check on that still. I'm just trying to figure out what are other ones I can trim, but for now, okay. So we know we gotta trim 111 to south departure 3. Okay, so it's 912. Okay, so just wanted to make sure. So do. Okay. So I guess we got the... Okay, that's the boron local power. So, while those guys are working, basically we're getting set up to build up the next sheets from there. So, what we want to do from here, so Barstow's set. We're looking at the Cadiz local now. So to find the tags, Cadiz local is important because we're actually going to get the trim job over there to do it. I could do San Diego as well, but I'm going to wait on that one. So let me go with my original thought with the Cadiz here. So what we're looking at here, I just want to make sure that was all Victorville stuff. Okay. What we're looking at here is the requirements for empties, as far as what's required in Cadiz. Now the only weird thing about it is because we came off of a weekend, I'm suspecting we may not have enough cars, so I may have to check that out. I'm just suspecting that. I don't know for sure, but what happens is it calls for cars for the preceding day, but because it was a weekend, I didn't have it in there. It's a very complicated story. Normally, if it's a daily, it would work fine, but in this case, I don't think it will. Okay, so they're communicating with each other. That's awesome. And then I can track them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out and double check. I'm actually going to go ahead. I got time. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start tagging these industries. So what I want to do for Cadiz is I want to first head out over to there we go. And we got a train. Which is probably not the best position. I can't wait to AI so we can get these trains out of key areas like that. Because we'll have to get that train out of there before we can get the Cadiz local. So, what we've got is, we've already got 10 empties out there. RioX can't take more than 10 empties. So for RioX, all I'm doing is loading 5 of them. The other 5 are fine. It says it needs 12. It ain't gonna get 12. I don't know where it's getting that idea from. There's no way you're gonna fit 12 in there. So that's just one of the oddities. It doesn't check for a maximum, so it thinks you can load 12 up, but really you can't because it would require a switch. So in this case here, I'm going ahead with tagging. So I did a Control-C to copy. So he's pulling what now? That's good. And I usually Usually I would pull the loads down the other way, so as if they went through. I guess it really doesn't matter. I mean, I don't know. It's gravity driven, or we can assume that there's a truck thingy majig. How many are in there, anyways? Is there 10? Yeah, I guess there is 10. So I'm just Control V for pasting, and because they're hoppers, I usually fully load them. Okay, so that's for that one. What I'm going to do over here is I'm just going to say insert a comment, can only take 5 this trip. So that's a comment for me so that I can remember that all we need is 5. We can't take any more than that. I mean, yeah, we could probably put them in one of the yards, but no sense. Old yard, I can keep it there. So, we've done this part. So it isn't a min. All I do from here is I go ahead and highlight that green. So that's done. Tetra and Hills Brothers are the next ones. Saltus and Amboy. Oh boy. Hang on a second here. I'm not too sure if I knew about that Hills Brothers or not. He says he's got a Hills Brothers in the string on trim. Where's he at? So that sometimes happens. You get a mishap or something like that. That's the problem with see, and the counts were right too, which is really weird. It's just a little strange, but they should have matched up, or if there was an issue, we should have been able to spot it, but for some reason it didn't. I don't know why. Usually that's why we double check the counts and make sure that they that they're okay to do. So now I'm going to go ahead and head out over to Hills Brothers and Tetra. So back out onto the needle sub. Whoops, let's go home. I always get confused where these are. I think the one's by West Saltus. Dang. I know one's by Amboy, but I forget if they're both there. I'm just gonna go out to West Amboy. Okay, so there's at least I found Hills Brothers. Holy crap. Alright. So Hills Brothers has supposed to have 13 there. I don't know if we have that many, to be honest, but now we only got 12. See, this is where the issues come in between having a weekend and non-weekend. So I'm gonna short Bell by 1, so they're end up gonna get 9. So again, I'm copying and pasting. This time I'm using random loads for tanks. I just do that because, I don't know, it sounds right. I wish there was a commodity index or something where you can specify a commodity. Mind you, that would make my job and others tougher, because then they would have to figure out what the commodities would weigh, but then the 3 others can go. And that would be the Tulsa. Okay, so that's Hills Brothers done. So we got Saltus, but we have a few others. Never mind my new updates. No way. Let's see here. Train sitting. I forget if it's on the other side of here or not. I don't think so. If it is, it's closer to where. Yeah, there it is. Okay. There is one place though that I may have some extra empties hanging around too, possibly. But we'll see. So here's our Tetra. 3, 4, 5. And click on it. 8. Okay, so we got 8. Ooh, Tessie's Tetra. See, there was 8 there because at one time it needed 8, but apparently that changed. You know, it's just one of those things. One block. See, it's not advanced enough to look more than 1 day ahead, so that's why it just does that. Okay, so I already got 5 out there. So Tetra. Did I say, what the heck? Hang on a second here. Let me take a look at that for a minute. Love block, okay. Oh, I got 4 out there, sorry. That's why it didn't make any sense. So for Tetra, oops. Only needs 7. Okay. Now, of course, the fun part is going to be trying to find the tanks. Usually, that's the issue. So, normally, I think I find them somewhere up. I can't remember where there's a siding up this away, that away. So I'll fly through here for a minute. We may have used them all. In some places we have way too many empties, in other places we don't have enough. It's an odd balance because it's automated, so trying to call a particular number of empties. That's something I kind of want to somehow get unautomated. Because what we do is we automate the empty movements, and we do it to try and get enough empties, but a lot of times we get too many. And in some cases we don't have enough, so I'd much rather be able to have some type of manual control in there where a yardmaster can say, I need so many empties, it goes into the system, and then it's something you can enter into the software. So what I'm doing is I'm looking up the hill here somewhere. I should just use a map, but I know there's a siding up here that we use at blah. I can't even think of the name of it right now. I'm going to be searching forever. I thought it was up this way. It's a Hector, I think it's called. I can't remember where Hector is. It's not on the dispatch map, and oh man. Okay, so this is the split here. Maybe I should so 682. Don't forget the mile post at Hector as well. Oh boy. Am I even going the right direction? I hope I am. Not that I'm going to be able to find out that way. 685. Yeah, I think I'm going the right way. Hector doesn't seem like it's that... do I have to? How did I miss that? Or am I just about there? No, I went way too far. Or did I? Oh, okay. It's between Pisgah and Newberry, so I'm actually getting pretty close. Hector's at mile 712. I don't think there's any way I can get even closer. 695. Try Pisgah here. Oh, it's west of Pisgah. Dang. Oops, wrong way. Or east of Pisgah. Okay, now we got it. Better to go to East Pisgah, see what's going on here. Okay, so it is west of Pisgah. I was right the first time. There's Hector. I bet you the siding's empty. I think we emptied it last time. Yeah, okay. We don't really keep track of it other than memory. Okay, so Pisgah's, or Hector I should say, is empty. So now I want to go back into in and about the old yard here. Let's see where we're at. I think 114. Let me double check with 114 just to make sure. Bakersfield's another one that we really... I'm not too sure why these engines are in here. They shouldn't be in the local yard, but anyways, they're there. Okay, so we do have Hills Brothers if we need to. Pro Flame. Hopefully we don't have to use it. We do have some cars for Cadiz, but oh man, I got a funny feeling a lot of this was put in more recently, but I don't know for sure. We've got Kearns. See, this is what happens when you get too far late. All of a sudden you get a bunch of other locals coming in, and then you don't know whereabouts you are in the cycle anymore. So let me go back to Old Yard. So that's San Bernardino loads. Well, unfortunately, it doesn't look as though we have anything. I thought we brought a bunch down here at one time. I could be wrong, but I thought there were some cement cars that came down here. I'm totally screwed up as far as that. I know we dealt with boron. So I see San Bernardino's, I see the box cars, and we got some Rio X cars, and then we have some Pro Flames. And there's the only Cadiz cars we have in the old yard. That's crazy. Alright, I guess local yard is going to be the next sorting. Well, so we got Barstow, Victorville, we got West Colton. Oh my god. Yeah. So yeah, it's a bit of a mess. So that's all I can do from a yardmaster standpoint, other than helping him out and getting the some of this power out of the way, probably. Yeah, this here it eventually goes down. So we got the hump going now. So let me just take a look at what we got for power. I'm not too sure why that one got moved in there. I won't move it just yet. I want to make sure I know what's happening as far as... Yeah, we still got mainline power in here. I've been trying to get the mainline power out of here, but I'll deal with that shortly. So one thing the Yardmaster can do is he can play the role of the hostler. But we got one more thing to deal with, and that is US borax. Trick 2 is looking for a... it's in standby, so basically that just needs to be tagged. And it falls in the Barstow district because boron serves it. Boron, we've already ran that. What is that? Uh-oh. What is that? The boron cars should not be sitting there, but why are they there? I'm confused. Is there too many cars or something? Wow, I guess that does fill up quick. Wow, okay. Okie dokie. I never realized that they fill up so quick. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Cadiz is priority, but if it makes it easier to get the Barstow stuff over, then for sure. Wow, holy crap. I can't believe there's that many cars. I knew we were going to be having some extra cars, but if we ran out of room, I think we had the other siding over by boron if necessary to hold storage, but... So you got the fence track, which the US borax switches, but then I believe he can go all the way out to the siding because there is a storage track for him as well. But the switcher exclusively works into here. So, alright, let's start with getting the loads going here. So once again, we're going into the same direction. I'm leaving that yellow for now. Until it gets sorted, we can't determine what cars are going to Cadiz, unfortunately. So what I want to be able to do now is go in and load up Trick 2. So, supposedly 14 hoppers? Is there that many? Whoa. That ain't right. Something ain't right there. Three boxes. Hang on. What the heck happened there? Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, I was telling Tony that normally we'd highlight the green, but I guess we have to put the instructions first that we've moved it over to track 6, so that's my fault. Because this acts as a yellow and a green. Yellow is usually where empties go in and loads come out, but that's my fault. I was looking at this one coming up next, and that's what I got to do there. I'll figure that out in a second here. But it can always be emptied. It's pretty easy to find out what had happened. So shoot. This means that I can't click on it, which means I'm still hooked up to something. So do that. Random loads on boxcars. So this can be tedious, for sure. The rest are going to be watts, so we got 6 acid and 5 hoppers. Yep, looks good. Again, tanks are random as well. And the 5 hoppers. Full loads for the hoppers. Whoops. Yeah, it'd be nice to have the industries automatically setting the loads into tags. I know that was a request a while back. I'm not too sure if they'll do it or not, but you never know. Okay, so now I know that is okay. I can go ahead with this. Wow, we need 14 hoppers? I didn't think we had that many. No, we don't. Ah, crap. Just trying to figure out why there is so many empties over here. It's just almost as if they never got transferred. Usually they get transferred in third trick though. But in this case we got 8 boxcars. Oh, okay, wait a minute. No, it's first trick where this all gets moved in. I'm getting confused. I'm thinking it's third trick, but it's actually first trick. It was first trick they were supposed to get moved in, but they didn't. I guess it's second. They can be brought in any time, so whatever. Because basically all the empties have to get out of here so that the loads can get in, so I guess it would be this trick next. So. Okay. So I don't know if we need that yet. What do we got? We got hoppers over here. Holy smoke. I think they're all hoppers too. Be my luck. Yeah. So we got hoppers, a bunch of acid. Holy crap. Do we have any boxcars? Or do we have enough? I guess we have enough. So I'll start off with here. So we need... Okay, we got 13 hoppers. Hang on a second here. We need 14. That's right. So with this, we signify that it goes into track 6, so we retag it from boron to 6. And that's just the thing that we do for interplant switchings here at because the boron goes in and he actually leaves all those empties, and he takes out all the loads. So eventually, the fence track gets loaded. But as I was saying, usually it's done around third trick, because there's usually enough empties in the yard to support this day's work, and then the rest gets under. So I don't know what happened, but it could have been one of those weekend things. I'm not too sure. But he's going to have to go at least into here to pull out some. I'll relinquish that for now. So I'm putting yard and fence tagged. The others are okay, the 3 acid and the 2 boxcars for now. Okay, so that's done. So that takes care of boron. I'm just going to go over to I'll go in this tower for now. Just going to be back in a few minutes. We'll take a look at the humping here. But I'll be back in a few minutes, and then we'll let me just double check, make sure I got no messages coming my way. And of course, a different thing here is I'm not running the trim or the hump. I'm the yard master. So at this point now, I just have to figure out to get some of the trains built and how much power they need. So I'll do that in a few minutes. I'll just be back in a few minutes. I'll get that set up, and I'll be right back. Okay, grab a little snack. So we're right at the 1 hour mark. Or no, we're not at the 1 hour mark. What am I talking about? Are we? Hang on a second here. We start at 9:15 tonight, so 6 o'clock on the server, so that is just before, or just after 10 o'clock in the east, so about 45 minutes in. So I verbally did the instructions as far as over at the trim. So he's working out the local yard right now. So he's busy with that. What we got to do now is I made some notes for myself in Barstow, so that's okay. Forgot to put it in that I did. So now, up in Barstow, Maine here, I've got US borax that I can go ahead and release. I'll do that. So we're talking Barstow Yermo root, or no, we're not. Or are we? Hang on, I always get confused on this one. Yeah, it's in the Barstow, Maine. So yeah. That doesn't sound right though. It's on the Barstow, Maine, so I guess it's part of the Barstow Yermo root. See, that's not right. I haven't done this in so long. Okay. So US Borax 2 is released. So the actual route that you're in, so yeah, I guess it's not Barstow, it would be the Mojave route. And then from there we go location. It's on the Barstow main page, but it's the location is boron, and the track is just yard. So that'll update itself in a second. It's already saying release, so we're good there. Yeah, it could be on any route, doesn't matter what tab it's in. Okay, so that's one. Let's see what that's doing. Yeah, you should definitely be fine for that. Ooh. I was gonna say, I was hearing cars humping, and I was thinking I was still down there. Usually, if I hear cars coming together and I'm in that building, I know there's an issue. So, I guess I had moved, thankfully. So in the Barstow Matrix tab, I had a few indicators. these little green indicators here. And what that was for was so that I could remember that I wanted to release them. Or release a build on them, I should say. Not release them, put a build on them. So H bar pass 1 to north 5. Get the right yard here. Let's tell 5, I gotta go to north 5. Or so we got 87 cars, 7752 tons, 7752. $7,752 tons. What I sometimes do is I can use this as a temporary indicator for me. And then from there I go to the trusty Run8 depot site. Any good news? Ah, yeah, the version 2 teasers. This is some good stuff. I was looking at this the other day. Actually, it was on the it was on one of the Facebook pages. I think it's High Rails, but I'm not too sure. There was a picture out here that was. Oh, there's some more out there actually. There's a really good one. I like that one. I've seen that one before. This is a fairly... I don't remember seeing this one before. Or that, for that matter. But there's one where it's like they're in the dark. And, oh, it's so cool. I'd go to it, but I think that's all he's got on there. That's the first time I've seen it on Run8 Depot, so I was like, well... back in May. Okay, I guess there is no other news. So that was the news. So what am I doing here? Oh yeah, engine calculator. So going back into. Oh, I don't want to go into that one. I got too many windows open now. So 7752 tons or 77, yeah. It's a northbound, so we don't need any more than 2.2. We'll calculate that. So we need 4 engines. So we'll need 3 in a Hummer, 3 in a DPU, I should say. So for that, what I can do is. Even I put a little tab there. What that does is instead of 3-1 ES, it's just that's what it needs for power, and then you can go ahead. That's so you don't even have to bother with the comments because the count doesn't matter at this point now. So H bar pass 1. Not Barstow hump. So used to putting that in there. H bar pass 1. So H bar pass 1. You want to put that to build. I want to make sure I'm in the right track. North 5. Okay,
So that should put a build onto that. I'm going to clear this one out here while I'm at it. Here comes the build now. The other build I'm going to put is the Lovelock North 3 75. That's why I put those green lights there too, just to remind me that we want to be able to build. Okay, so North 3. $47.27 or 70 or let's see here. 75, $47.27. 47. So change that to $47.27. I don't know why it's been doing more than one lately. I can't remember. $47.27. Except this time, calculate that. We only need 2. What did I do that for? Undo that. Undo. Or did I want to do that? Oh yeah, I had a 3 o'clock on that, so yeah. That was right. So that's just 2 ES44s for 75, which is fine. I didn't need to add any more cars to that. One of them was a little earlier, but that's okay. Alright. Just 2 ES. It's good enough. So take that out. H-bar lub 1. See, it always opens another one. I don't know why. I don't think it always did that, but maybe I'm wrong. H-bar lub 1. Status build. North departure yard 3. So I'll get some of our builds going here. Cadiz has to stay on standby until we get the local yard sorted, because there's too many cars that are needed, especially the stuff going to Cadiz. Unfortunately, there's going to be quite a bit going because we got probably too much coming out of the hump, but we won't be taking any more from this point because we're into the afternoon now. Barback's another one that's right on its heels, but it's not as far behind. So he's into the local yard right now. In theory, we could be even using a third crew at this point because the boron crew is back. So he's available. Unfortunately, I don't think we have the people, and I can't do it at the moment. But there is times... Sorry, eating with my mouth full again. I'm talking with my mouth full, not eating with my mouth full. Whatever. There are times where 3 crews can be used, that's for sure. So M-bar Watt is another one on standby as of midnight today. Take a look at him. Okay, he's being moved over. So he's already done, so let me take a look at where he's at. Cell 3. 69, 70, 76, 6422. 6422, 76. So 6422, I'm just going to put that there for a minute. 76, I want to make sure that's right. Okay. That's good. So the numbers were right, we just had an extra one that was in there, so I'm not sure how we missed it, but there's indeed 76 cars in there, so that's good. And there will be more shortly. But for now, I'm going to turn that into a green. I'll delete that. So now 6422 coming out this way. 422 with a 2.4. I use the same one for now. I believe we can use 4 units on the head end on these for Cajon sub, I think. But I'm debating on this one. So he's ready to hump, and then okay, so he's turning the hump controllers on. What I want to do is I want to go back to the map for a second. Actually, this time I'm going through the Cajon map because there's some particular information regarding tonnage that's really important. Here it is right here. So we could use 4 units, or we need 4 units, but the tonnage that we're dealing with is 6,422. That's with helpers. I'm not even too sure about the ton of operating brakes. So we're actually above the, or sorry, we're below the 6,500. Really, I don't think we need helpers because it doesn't matter. They're both less than 6,500 feet. 6422, we just barely. So I'm going to go ahead. As far as I know, it's only a Mojave sub thing that requires. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to go with 4. Call it that. M-bar watt 1. I think that's the last build we can do tonight too. Bar back's not going to be ready. I don't think. I'm just going to close that up anyways. So M-bar back, or sorry, M-bar watt 1 as a build. As a build on cell 3. So we got 3 builds. Did South 1 get a build? Hang on a second here. Or that's another, okay. So we got our 3 builds. Close that for now. The others have to go on standby until the switching's finished. So we got these 3 now. Now we're looking at total units. So we got 3, 4, 5. So I'm looking at total units now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 10 ES44 units in total. I could, in theory, get those switchers out of there too, but I'd rather get the engines out first. So, how many are heading north? We've got 7 north, 3 south. So let me deal with that. Let's see what we got here. Well, there's your 3 south right there. Oh, perfect. Alright, that'll work. I'll bring those 3 south ones over later. For now, what I'm doing is I'm just kind of planning how I want to get this thing going here. I'd like to come out that way, but I really need another engine, which is okay. I could get a CSX engine out of there. All the foreign equipment's sitting here for some reason. Okay, let me just rethink this for a second. Yeah, I gotta get this stuff out of here. We'll get some hidden power over here and see how we do. She had the flashlight on. Yeah, she got. I don't want to MU connect. I just want to close that up. Open the coupler. Okay. Actually, I don't want to. I'm not too sure if I need to get out that way yet. We'll see. I do have to get down there. See, the whole idea is to try to get the engines out. Whoops. Getting dark, I can't see. Yeah, I don't have to quite get out all the way. I can fit that one engine in there. Forgot they had those lights. So yeah, we had way too many engines. Actually, we probably still do. Whoops, I'm going too fast. But that little pocket right there, or that little stub track, that's usually where we park the Barstow local power, or the stuff that we would use on Boron and Cadiz. We usually will throw it back in there so that when Boron comes back, he doesn't necessarily have to stay there. He could go directly to Old Yard, or because he basically becomes the crew. He's actually in an okay spot for a third crew, because the third crew would actually handle that, but that's normally where he will park. Right now, I guess, because we had too many engines in there, there were all kinds of stuff going on, so it's just the way it is. Now I'm going to do these in 2 moves. I've got the northbound, this is going to be the northbound string. Oops, I hate it when that happens. There we go. Just double check. All the old tags off for now. Don't know if I can get that one on unless I auto MU. Do that. I still have a oh, that's on the other line, okay. Okay, so the MU connection's on there. We don't want to necessarily have to start them. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Let's see if that works. All I wanted to do was get the lights going. I didn't want to start all the engines. At least not if I can help it. Sometimes I have to, depending on the brakes and everything. Yeah, we're about to find out. Looking good. So basically, I'm going for south departure yard. South departure yards where the northbounds head off, and the north departures where the eastbounds head off. North or westbounds. Hey, the lights came on. I think we're still alive. Or alive. There's Tony. Oh, do I want to go this way? Hi, he's waving at me. I'm gonna go fly now. Yeah, I wanna take both sides here. We're all 10:35 already. Won't be on too much longer. But yeah, that's the gist of it. So the hostler really, there's not too much for the hostler to do, but it's still an important job. So sometimes the yardmaster, like myself tonight, has the ability to do it. There's also a third crew available, for the boron crew, but with the hump almost done tonight, probably Barstow hump and Barstow trim will stop at about the same time. We don't time the hostlers because they're just basically part of the overall yard crew. This one's gonna go on. Hey, what happened to my, oh, I had middle on, that's right. Just now it's clear of the R of the 11 so that if the hump crew needs it going through. I don't think he has any more tonight, but okay, now I gotta take a look at a game plan here. So we got 4 on one and we got 3 on the other. Let's see how that's gonna work out. Of course, make my life miserable. So I'm gonna have to do a little switching around to get the head end. Of course. I was hoping it was going to be simple, but didn't look at that. I get Tony to do the south end. If he wants to. See, he's ignoring me now. He knows I want him to do work. Not to say he hasn't doing work. He's probably doing a hell of a lot more than I've been doing lately. I wish I could say that I've been working on the program like crazy, but I haven't. Not yet. Unfortunately. I'm running out of time though. Oops, one notch too many. What's the north departure? Guess I'm going to the north. What the hell am I talking about? Wait a minute, man. Getting my lights screwed up here. Oh. packed. Okay. Hang on a second here. I gotta make sure I'm doing the right yard here. Oh, okay, I did have it in North Yard. Why did I have it in North Yard? Oh, it was probably too big or something. So I get Tony to grab those 3 for me, and then that'll make okay. So yeah, this is where I'm gonna have to deal with both yards. I'll probably have to deal with it right here. So I need three in the north and 4 in the south.
the south. Conversations. Let's see here. We got 4 guys in the yard, so two on north 3, 1 on north 5. Wow, 2 minutes. Oh, I forgot. Set this up. Dang, can't concentrate. Hang on a second here. Open cup program, disconnect. Okay, now I gotta read this. Back happened there. Ah, come on. Why did it dump the air? I got it closed off. It doesn't make sense.
Start all these things. Only because I'm having issues with the air dumping. According to that, I don't even have it set. What the heck? I'm already off with that. Cut that a little too close now that I look at it. Okay, somewhere in there I can cut those off. Figure out the north yard there. North 5, I need 3. South 3, I need 4. Oh, okay, perfect. Did I get too tight with those guys? Ooh boy. Yeah, I'd say that's too tight. That'll teach me. Oh, come on.
Tony down there. Supposed non-flammable tanks. I should verify that. Well, I don't see a plaque marker on there. I don't worry about it. Just because I'm running short on time tonight, so
And then from there I would put in the, what do you call it? H-bar pass 1. Not too sure why CSX would head up that way, but that's what I had, so we're using it. Actually, I'm going to stop that there. It's close enough. It's got a marker on it. Alright, to the other side. we go. Oops. There we go. Each bar pass 1 is now released in North 5. Barstow. North departure yard. Of course, this is a yardmaster function, unless you have authority by the yardmaster or by instructions. The next one will be, and I just went to released. H bar lub 1 North 3. Then M bar watt 1 cell 3. M bar watt 1 released. Barstow self departure, I think it's 3. Double check on that. Self departure 3. Submit. I think we're okay from there. So all these trains will start releasing. Those two we'll have to work on, but see, they're releasing now, so perfect. So that's about it for tonight. Special thanks for the crews there with the hump, the trim, Tony coming back in to help me with the power, and he's hanging the Fred now. Awesome. So we're all set, we're tagged, we're released, and those are 3 just like that. We've got one at US Borax, we released that, and then the 3 main lines. So just like that, all those standbys we had, now we got 4 jobs available. So, perfect. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Okay. Alright. So that'd be that. So, gonna call it for the night. Yeah, it'll probably be one of the last few Yardmaster videos for a while for live streams. I think I've covered everything now. I'll go back and see if there's any tags I'm missing or certain ways of building or tagging certain areas. Let me know. And then I can do some coverage down the road, but that basically takes care of the Barstow switching division. We took care of Barstow tonight, as far as setting up the hump, the trim, which we've done that before. We did a little bit of hostling, which was cool too, and then we did US Borax as well as Cadiz. The only thing we didn't do is the boron local, which is something was done earlier during the day that brought in all those empties. So, anyways, if you like what you see, like, comment, share. Don't like anything. I'll take constructive yeah, I can speak real good. I'll take constructive criticism or any suggestions or whatever you want down the road. But like I said, that's probably going to be some of the few last live streams as far as the Yardmaster side. So it's something that we definitely are always looking for, and there'll be more information on looking for more Yardmasters, etc. on the forums. So anyways, we'll talk to you later. Have a good one.